Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Last outing for the Nets, it was a loss to the Indiana Pacers. The shot by KD, no good.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
Now Holiday. Pass to Claxton. For the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Left side, Grant. And here is Durant. And it's blocked. Simmons inside. The shot from the low post is good. Simmons got the opening bucket of the night here for Brooklyn.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Chauncey Billups.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. A little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. Ivy's got 5 points so far.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover. And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
It's stolen by Dort. Holiday with it. Now defended by Grant. The wide open look for Durant. And it's off from three-point range.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Grant, that's good.
Well, nice smooth release from Grant that time. Can't let him get that kind of rhythm.
And here's KD for three. No good there. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Here's Durant. Got a piece of it. Durant down low. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts. Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Now here's Durant. From deep. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
That one goes. Count it.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside Durant. Again, the Nets for two.
Because of the physical skills and the versatile approach, it's hard not to run plays through Durant pretty much every time down the floor.
Kicks it out to Grant. To the paint. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes a 3. And another 3 for Portland.
A priority for Johnson, continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch like there.
For 3, Durant. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Man, Jeremy Grant is one of those guys that's capable of highlight dunks on a nightly basis. That time, vicious finish.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Duran.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
To the middle. Here's Claxton.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Tries from the block. Pass to Duran. Knocked loose. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
15.
Trailblazer. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Here's Nurkic. Misses the 3. Brooklyn trailing. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Sohan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Hardy. Pass to Watanabe. The Nets working the ball around now. The tray. He can't get it to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
A terrific play by Eric Gordon to force the issue there and get the defense to overcommit on the jump shot.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Watanabe. Portis the screen. Shot's good by Watanabe. Watanabe's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Nurkic. And stolen by Portis. One-on-one fast break. Shoots the 3. Here's Watanabe. From downtown. Rebound by Sohan.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Shot on the wing. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last. Simmons looking around. Outside Durant. This one for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Now a timeout called by Portland. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, Jordy. Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul. Simmons inside. Lets it go.
And he has not been able to keep up that pace he had going in the first quarter.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Grant, that's good. Grant's got 9.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And taken away by Johnson. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Now, here's Ivy. He's got 5. Down low. Here's Durant. And he can't bank that one in. Brooklyn leading by 5. Simmons left side. Here's Durant. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's Ivy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Dort.
And Ivy just so difficult to corral. Sometimes you have to foul him and hope he misses. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
They get it back. Simmons on the wing. And stolen by Ivy. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Ivy leading the charge. Pass to Duren. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's KD. It's tipped. They retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. And Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
There's a good screen. To the inside. Here's Duren. And that one, good. Duren's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
They kick it out to Green. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And they recover it. Thomas with the steal. And here's Hardy. Three-pointer. And the Nets another three.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Inside. Here's Duren. And the layup's good off the glass. Duren's got 6.
And smart pick and roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
Watanabe, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Trailblazers trailed by 6. .153 left in the third quarter. Here's Harden. Outside Portis. Pass to Watanabe. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Portis the screen. Thomas with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Green.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Down low. Poked away. Simons with the ball. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
Pass to Portis. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers trailed by 6. There's the drive.
Good job of Simons not hesitating It just opened up for a split second. He was ready to fire.
Now Portis. Here's Watanabe. Drains the three-pointer. Watanabe's got 6 here in this quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And now it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead. Here's Nurkic. Makes it off the glass. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, weighing around 290 pounds, not sure if contact is really going to affect Nurkic.
Here's Watanabe. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Watanabe's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's
47.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Nets leading by 8.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Simmons. Outside, KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets. Now, here's Ivy. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Pass to Holiday. Simmons on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. He doesn't hit that one. Trailblazers trailed by 9. To the middle. Ball stolen. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Left side Durant. The kick out to Holiday. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
KD with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
And Duren slams it in.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Trailblazers trailed by 12. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. To the paint. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
So Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
But tried by Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Jaden Ivey. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
That's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Ivy. Back to Grant. Puts up a three. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And that's something Grant has worked on, capitalizing off the catch.
Got a hand on it. And they get it back. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. Claxton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And Duren slams it in.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get high just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
Claxton, no good. Blazers on offense. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Pass to Grant. A three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant with it. Now defended by Grant. Holiday looking for an opening. KD's shot is off.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Here's Ivy. Pass to Duren.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big. Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.